Well, we found out what was wrong with the why the computer wouldn't start up is because the CPU was bad. So we took it back and they just gave us another one. So we got that fixed. But now that we got it up and running, we need to change the boot sequence. So we need to get out of the hard drive, boot up to the hard drive now that we got the operating system loaded. And get down here to but you know, the only thing is every computer is different, so you really don't know where you want to go. But the one thing you want to look for is hard disk boot priority, and then you want first boot device, and of course it's down to your CD-ROM, and we want to get rid of that. Scroll down to CD-ROM, push enter, go up to hard disk. Okay, now we've got it as hard disk as the first boot drive, CD-ROM, CD-ROM. Okay, now we want to go down, we need to back up now. Go back up to the first one. Okay, here we show as drive A has a 1.44. That's that floppy disk drive, and you can either disable it, or they've got it as different ones. The 5.25 is those great big discs from years ago. And then if you remember way back, the I can't even remember back that far, 2.88 megabytes, there we go. 1.44, 720. I mean, it just, they're all different. But what you want to do is just disable that because you're not going to use it. Now if you still do have it in there and you feel like you want to use it, you know, well, leave it, but you'll have to leave it on the kind of discs you got. If you read, I don't have any disc with me right smart handy, but if you'll read on there, it'll tell you 720, 1.4, or 2.88, and then that's what you want to go down to, is whichever one you want it for. But in this case, I'm just going to disable it. Let's see, I need to go back. Okay, and over here where it says floppy disk support, you just want to go down and leave it at disable. So we're okay there, because since we don't need to get in there anymore. Go back up to this one, we just go back up to none. Push enter. There, your floppy, your drive A is now none, so it'll go straight to your hard drive. Alright, we get out of this. If you've got problems of your system not starting up right, let's say that, well, what you want to do is you want to load fail-safe defaults. So go over there, push enter, load fail-safe defaults, yes or no. You want to push the Y for yes, or N for no. Or if everything worked right in your fail-safe defaults, now you want to optimize that you can get out of it. You can go down here to the optimize default, which is, that's everything. It's its top performance. And you push that, load ultimate defaults, yes or no. There again, Y for yes, N for no. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. I don't recommend setting a password, because if you're anything, unless you write it down and you can't find your password, golly, it's another life trying to reset the password on these things. Alright, so we're going to load the ultimate defaults. Okay, we're going to push yes, Okay, push enter. Now we're going to push the F10. Get down here on my keyboard. Well, let's see, I need to leave it up here where you can see. Okay, F10. Save to CMOS and exit. Yes. Push enter. And now we're now that we've got the CPU, the new CPU, if you remember how much trouble I had getting that fan in there stabbed in place once we replaced that CPU. But well, you can imagine what it's like inside the case with all this, got all this junk in your way now. It's tough. I mean, it can be done, but it's not easy. The new fans are a lot easier. They use some cam lever catches. But in any case, we're up and running. We got what we want in there, and I wish you luck on whatever you're trying to do. Whether you're trying just to figure out, well, let's see, this whole thing, of course, this is a real slow computer. This whole thing cost me about 20 bucks altogether. So it's kind of a cheap learning center if you want to try to do one of these, just to kind of get an idea of what things are like as far as inside, because even if you did 2 of them, that's 40 bucks. That's still pretty cheap learning. Alrighty, let's see. And then of course you follow your screens. Everybody knows Windows now. Alrighty. Well, I wish you luck.